ANR.com, Urban Threshold Television. Also, we're one of the original co-founders and co-publishers of Rap Fanatic magazine. We're the founders and creators of the Urban Music Explosion. Also, we are the presenters of the Underground Music Awards, which is like the Grammys for the underground. And of course, we're the creators of the And with this seminar series has been going on for about the past 5 years. And basically, it's a seminar series that focuses on the role of the A&R. We have some insight panels. In addition, we have demo listening sessions as well. We decided to make this whole seminar more of an intimate nature, so we only have but just a few serious people, attendees, attend the event as you guys are here today, because we want you to have more of a one-on-one, with the executives. Basically, what we're going to do now, we're going to start the first panel. And as the first panel goes on, the first panel is an A&R panel. And as it's going on, we're going to have a few of you go upstairs. We're going to start the one-on-one demo listening sessions. You're going to get an opportunity to sit down one-on-one, and basically, they're going to let you know the labels that are up there. We have all the majors here. So we're going to get started with this first panel. We're running a little late. We had some technical difficulties earlier. Engineer got that fixed and everything, so we're ready to rock and roll. All right? But I'm going to introduce first this young lady who's going to be the moderator. She goes by the name of Maya the Beat. All right? She's going to tell you everything she does. Give her a round of applause as we get this first A&R panel.
How you doing out there? Thank you for coming through. I'm Maya the Beat. I'm a co-host of the Roundtable Show on Broccoli TV, and we definitely feature independent artists on there. So afterwards, come see me if you're interested in trying to get on the show.
What's your co-host?
Lenny S., who is the vice president of A&R at Def Jam. Is he here today?
Not today.
And then also Big Light. So it's a variety of people. Okay.
You just tell them who's on the first panel. Okay, on the first panel, we're going to have Riggs Morales, director of A&R for Shady Records. Dre McKenzie, director of A&R G Unit Records.
And a group out of Queens called Fifth Platoon. So I cut my teeth on that and got a lot of experience. I did that for 3 summers. And when I graduated, one of the people that I kept in contact with up there, they hooked me up with kind of like an internship and a very low-paying job at an independent company called Nervous Records. And it was at Nervous in 1993 that I met Buckshot from Black Moon, and our story, takes off from there. So that's how I got started, and definitely, for everyone out there, don't be afraid to work for free or roll up your sleeves or just put your time in, and the opportunities open up from there.
I started off by interning at Universal Records for Dino Del Valle in '99. I was 18 and sophomore, junior in college. I went to a very tiny school, in the Purple Valley, a place that's known more for the farms and anything else in the northwestern corner of Massachusetts. So that's the exact opposite of Boston. It's nowhere like Boston. And basically all my spring breaks and stuff, I went down there winter for a month. Every year I got to go down there and work with him. After that, I worked in Massachusetts for 2 years, quit my job, came back home, kept on interning for Dino, spent all my money, literally spent all my money. So when Juice says, don't be afraid to work for free, that's really important, because after a year and some change, I got a job there. His assistant left, I started working for him and Nikki Martin, who's now head of G Unit Records, and she basically recruited me from Sony, Columbia, and Epic Records after I worked for Dino over at Sony and Columbia, and to G Unit. So that's how I ended up at G Unit.
I got my start interning at the Source magazine back in 1995. During that time, I stayed there for I interned for about a year before I finally got to one position, working my way up from assistant music editor, associate music editor. after 5 great years, I eventually left as a music editor and decided to get into the executive side of things early on. When I first got there, it was very important that I take hold of the Unsigned Hype album. It was there that I think I was going to get a chance to showcase that I can find talent. During the time that the Unsigned Hype was under my watch, first day was David Banner, Joel Santana, Cardinal Official, a couple guys that came and went on the underground, but most notably Eminem. So later on, when I decided to jump into the executive side of things, because of the relationship I had built with them early before they got off, brought me over into the Goliath Shady fold, and I've been A&R for like the past, I want to say the past 8 years. I've been fortunate enough to A&R records to the tune of over 50 million, and it's been a great experience. And at the end, prior to me interning, I was doing the same thing, but these weren't available as much. But they're out there, so definitely take advantage of this the best you can.
After miserable failures at DJing and rapping, I decided to get back. I decided, based on what I was seeing out there, that the thing to do was to be an executive. And I happened to be at Bloomingdale's, and I ran into John Forte. And told him I respected his music and everything, and I asked him, how I could get an internship at Columbia. So he gave me the number of his product manager over there. And I called her every day for a month, and I'll never forget this because she brought me in. She was like, "So what do you want to do?" And I was like, "Well, eventually, I want to I want to run an A&R department. But right now, I want to put mustard on your sandwiches. I want to get your dry cleaning. I want to, fill your, put paper clips on for you. I want to, I gave her the whole spiel. So got the job. She was let go my first day, so I went with her. Just left me kind of stuck. But before I left, I stole the A&R Registry, which is a book that has every A&R in the game. Started cold calling people and wound up getting an internship at a little indie label. And from relationships from there, I went on to start interning for major labels, and basically got to Jive right out of college and just turned an internship into a temp position, into an assistant position, and then I started developing relationships with the artists, that were signed to the label, most notably P. Pablo, wound up A&R in the second project with, and then after that, a while after that, they finally made me an A&R, signed a couple acts. Now they really got me focusing on remixes. So that was something that's allowed me to work with everyone from Justin Timberlake to Britney Spears to Usher to Chris Brown. So that's exciting. But after being sort of disenfranchised with hip hop, I've recently been inspired, and I think it's about to make a comeback. So that's my focus right now. Good. I really want to develop some good, not good, Tony, some good. It's out there. I know it's out there.
All right.
I started out at college radio at Stony Brook University, all the way out in Long Island. I was just talking to Rich Morales because he's going to my show, a school called the Rockotics. We were young back then. Yeah, so started out, the DJing, on-air personality, and that's why I built my relationships with a lot of the record labels, because back then, late 80s, early 90s, I know a lot of you guys are young in there, like, dang. But back then, college radio ruled. Yeah, college radio was the breakthrough market, and I think a lot of you guys missed the boat on that because everybody's trying to always jump to the mainstream radio stations. Meanwhile, you got a whole 5,000 colleges in the United States that you can just go to those radio stations and just do your thing. A lot of BDS college radio stations that exist today that you should take advantage of.